Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to a very special episode of CSGO News. And I do apologize, my voice is almost gone. I actually streamed for 10 hours last night, 2 separate 5-hour streams. Hope you guys all enjoy this episode of CSGO News. Our first story today is brought to us by Extinct Esports. They actually leaked the story for all of us. I'm going to link their Twitter down below. Go give them a follow, guys. A great actual esports organization. And thank you so much to them for actually leaking this story. So first off, we're going to leak to all of you guys a couple hidden actual academy teams for CSGO. First off being Gambit Academy and also Space Academy. That is Space Soldiers Academy team. These teams have only played a couple games these past few weeks, their first actual games as a complete roster. And now both these teams are actually, not composed of any breakout star talent as of right now. They did play their first games this last week though. So yes, both Gambit Gaming and Space Soldiers actually have academy teams, and their rosters will be on the screen right now for all of you guys. Now this could be leading into a future where we're leaning towards more academy teams, and what I think is not necessarily going to be more academy teams, but more organizations signing younger players for a possible buyout option. Now what I mean by this is organizations are going to be trying to sign younger players. We actually had Cloud9's very own Nothing tweet out this earlier this week. You got to be thinking these big organizations who are winning prize money, Gambit Gaming just recently coming off some victories here, they're going to be trying to sign these younger players for an opportunity in the future. That way they have that player in the organization, maybe for a possible buyout or even to use themselves. So yes guys, both Gambit Gaming and Space Soldiers have special academy teams, maybe Cloud9 on that list very soon. I really do think we're going towards a future of CSGO where more academy teams and younger players will be signed surely. And yes indeed, last night it was confirmed FNX has been dropped from SK Gaming, a top 2 arguable team in the world, one of the best team in this last year of 2016, and their first roster change since that time period where these guys all came together and arguably became the best CSGO team in CSGO history. Now you could argue Virtus Pro as well and their Fnatic as well, but of 2016, the best CSGO team of 2016 and part of late 2015 as well. These guys have been absolutely insane for the past year of play, and they have finally dropped their member FNX. Now even more stunning than this, guys, FNX tweeted out this last night. If this is true, apparently FNX did not learn of his kick or drop from the roster until he read the HLTV article. Now, if this is actually true, stunningly if it is, you would have to think for sure that there are definitely internal issues in this team. Now, maybe FNX was the focal point of those issues. We previously thought it was Taco, but you have to think there are definitely internal issues. Maybe FNX will solve these if he is actually kicked from the roster, or him being kicked from the roster, maybe those will solve the issues. But you would have thought, besides this, we have no idea what's going on in this team right now. We have no news right now. SK Gaming had no announcement on Twitter as to why he was dropped from the roster. We really do not know the internal issues going on right now. There are several rumors flying around as to why. Many of them are very extreme, most of them speculation as well. So we're going to confirm these in the coming weeks, guys, as FNX comes forward, or maybe SK comes forward and actually tries to clarify why he was dropped from the roster. As of right now, we now have 2 top 5 teams in the world. That is both Dignitas and SK Gaming, who will be down one of their players for ECS Finals. We have Magus Boy for Dignitas, who will be gone for the ECS Finals. Again, this is going to be our biggest tournament, $750,000 prize pool until January, where the Eleague major comes in. So this is a huge tournament for many of these teams. Dignitas will be down Magus Boy, and now SK Gaming will have a new roster. They're actually subbing in former FaZe member Fox, who's been playing in some Pug Star leagues and some lower tier teams as of right now. They'll be bringing in former FaZe Fox to sub in for FNX for the ECS Finals. Now I do not think Fox will replace him permanently. It doesn't really add up to much sense as to why Fox would actually be their 5th permanent member. I really do think they're probably going to try and stick to a Brazilian player, at least an American player. Who knows though, in the future of SK Gaming, we have no idea who they're going to pick up as their permanent 5th, and there are definitely some internal issues going on. Is it in terms of skill? I really don't know. You could have chosen Taco or FNX if you're going to go in terms of previous, probably the past 3 or 4 months. But as of right now, guys, SK Gaming is done with FNX. They'll be subbing in Fox for the ECS Finals, and ECS Finals will now be probably a negated victory because several of these teams will be down a man that they would have before. So going to be really cool to see how this team does at ECS Finals. And trust me, if I had the voice to do so right now, I'd be freaking out and being a lot more loud right now. But yes, we had another North American team take a big CSGO tournament title. That was actually Eleague Season 2 playoffs just last night, guys, and that was OpTic Gaming versus Astralis. It went down all the way to map 3, and the first time these guys have ever met in a huge tournament. OpTic did take down Astralis, guys, going all the way to map 3. First off, on map 1 train, it was Astralis dominating. OpTic returned fire on their map choice, Cobblestone, and it went down to a pretty close map 3 where Astralis actually slowly came back, but not quite enough, as it was OpTic Gaming who took them down on Overpass, a map you would definitely favor Astralis on. I thought for sure when it went to map 3, I thought Astralis was definitely the favorite team. OpTic did take them down, but it was pretty close, 16-11, as OpTic had players go out of their minds. Nafly, one of the best maps he had was on Overpass, one of the best. I think he dropped over 30 frags, as well as Rush. You would expect out of this team, as of in the past few weeks, we've seen Mixwell and Tarek lead this team. Mixwell especially, being one of the most outsane, he doesn't even primary op, one of the best oppers in North America, arguably one of the best players in North America as well, although he is a Spaniard. But still, either way, you would expect both Tarek and Mixwell to lead the team. It was actually Rush and Nafly Firefly, who had the tournament of their lives. They carried OpTic all the way through, and now again I can already see Thorn's video negating their run because they did not face the top tier teams in the world because there were so many upsets. But they did beat Astralis here, guys, in a best of 3 matchup. It was an insane final to watch, very fun to watch, and another huge win for a North American organization. So congrats to them. Hopefully they celebrate not too much and get ready for ECS finals and some other big tournaments coming up very soon. And very last today's news, guys, we have more Penta changes for all of you. I told you all a couple days ago Tassin did leave that lineup, and now we have Mike S tweeting out this just last night. He also has left. They are now down to 2 players and their coach. Their 2 players being Stefan, who is a permanent member there alongside Crystal, and they do still have their coach. Now this does line up perfectly with Dekay's story. If you guys don't follow Dekay on Twitter, he's been doing so great these last few weeks and we're even beating reports on HLTV, so follow him on Twitter, guys. Shout out to Dekay, give credit where credit is due. He actually called this, so it seems like right now this is all lined up very perfectly for these 3 players on screen right now. It'll be Alex, Sunny, and yes, SK Gaming stand-in player for ECS Finals, that is Fox, who will be joining Penta full time. Now this is highly speculated as of right now, not confirmed, but it probably should happen. It seems like Penta is doing exactly what Dekay thought they would do, so that should be their new 5-man roster. But depending on how well he does for SK Gaming, who knows what Fox is actually enjoying this lineup. But as of right now, this is highly speculated. Now SK Gaming, who they're going to choose for their 5th member, that is up in the air. It will not probably be Fox. For all you guys, there was slight confusion there as to why SK Gaming would replace FNX with Fox. He's not being replaced. He's just a stand-in player. But yes, this is big Penta changes, guys. Big changes all around in CSGO. What a job. And again, I do want to apologize for my lack of voice, guys, but thank you all so much for the great support lately. I had a great week of streaming. Again, I streamed for 10 hours last night. That's why my voice is absolutely shot right now. Quick shout out to my sponsor, Zuri. If you guys want free gambling money, his link's down below. And I've actually seen many people messaging me on Twitter like, Jake, thank you for showing me Zuri's website. I won 15, 20 bucks. Again, guys, please do not gamble your own skins. Use the referral codes. Don't gamble past that because you're probably going to lose. So just be very careful when you guys go on gambling. I really do not support that stuff still. It's kind of an iffy subject still. As always, guys, live, love, laugh a lot. My name is Jake. Remember, I like you. Thank you all for the great support. I will see you guys hopefully today with the live stream. If not, I'm going to save my voice for tomorrow with more CSGO news and a live stream as well. Hope you guys all enjoy. Remember, I like you. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.